Morning, you guys. Welcome to Constantly Ranting. Please make sure you like, comment down below, and subscribe. I don't really know if you want to share this video because, I think maybe some men probably will get mad because we're going to talk about insecurities today and how men sometimes can be insecure or they have their own insecurities and they try to push that off on you. So, me and FedEx has a saying like, don't put your insecurities on me. Well, I feel that way as of lately. I do. But whatever. It's been a learning experience. And the only reason I'm talking about insecurities is because within the last 24 to 48 hours, people's insecurities have like completely jumped all the way out. Like, boop, here I am. So I feel like I should sit around and talk about it. And, y'all can give me y'all's opinions, or, say you agree or disagree. It is what it is because in 2021, we ain't arguing with nobody, but we have discussions. But, let's talk about the insecurity that jumped out the other day. I had went on a date and, I had on a cute little Fashion Nova dress. It was real cute. Like, I've been wanting to wear it. I bought it last year during the pandemic because I had started losing weight because I was working out. And now I done gained all the weight back. Now I got to fix it again. Jesus. Ugh. I was getting fine. And then that's when everybody started coming out the woodwork. Now they like, oh, she thick. Thick. I'm like, oh my God. I just want to lose my fufa because I be looking like super bloated. Okay, anyways, kind of get back on the subject of the insecurities that popped out. Okay, well, anyways. So I like went on a date or whatever. And, we went to this comedy club and then I was like, after the comedy club was over, I was kind of like, hey, what do you want to do? Like, what's next? I want to go listen to some music because, the comedy club, it was fun. It was, funny and entertaining or whatever. I got my laughs and giggles going on. But then it was like, okay, so what are we about to do after this? Because I semi ate at the comedy club and I ate a little bit before we went to the comedy club. So, I was like, all right, I'm good to go. I'm GTG, good to go. So what happened was we're trying to figure out what do we want to do. Like, do we want to go dance a little bit and have a couple of drinks? I don't really know where I'm at. Everything I find, if I go out and venture off to a new place, normally I research it on Google and I just go. Like, I look at it, I kind of like the ambiance. Then I figure out, like, in my head, like, what do I want to wear to dress? And then I just get in the car and I go because I like to take myself out on dates. That's just what I do. So I'm like, okay, well, do you want to go to the Hideaway? Like, I know the people there and, it's fun. They got really good music. It's karaoke night too. Oh no, I really don't want to do that because, you got a lot of dudes up there who be trying to talk to you. And I'm not trying to, be in competition with other dudes. One, sir, okay, one. I don't talk to any dudes up there, okay? I talk to the security guards because they're funny and we're all friends on Snapchat. So, we laugh about whatever is going on that night and I people watch. Unless I'm with my friends. Then, I people watch and then I sit around and I have like a good time. And guess what I do? I get in the car and then I take myself home and go to bed. That's what I do. Or if we hungry, we might end up at the Waffle House. But that's if we hungry. So I don't know what you're talking about. well, I just, I'm just saying no, everybody. Okay, one, sir, you're in, I don't even know if you realize, but your whole insecurities just popped out on this date. Like, all the networks, all the whole conversation, you just threw me off. And I'm just like, okay, like I really don't even think I want to hang out with you or go anywhere with you, because now it's known and evident that you have a problem with people looking at me. Like, I'm sorry. If I was dating somebody, I don't want them to be, ugly or not very attractive. Like, I want somebody that's I can look at and be like, oh, he cute. We gonna go out on a date. Females looking at you, dudes looking at me, and it is what it is. But I mean, we're on a date, so I'm here with you. So like, my attention is not paying attention to them. So why are you worried about other people? I don't know. But another one is when men try to make you feel like you're doing something that you're not even doing. They could sit here and be like, oh, you sneaky, or you doing this, that, and the third. And really, at the end of the day, if anybody really wants to know the truth, I am so boring and semi a homebody. And the only time I really like to get out of the house is when I don't have my children. When I don't have my children, like, okay, yeah, I want to get out. I want to hang around some other adults. Like, I have adult conversation, or just have a little kiki, okay? And if you happen to pull up and be at the same place or the same bar that I'm at, or whatever have you may, and you see the opposite sex talking to me, either they just got over there, or we're having a small talk conversation about something that is like irrelevant, then they'll probably sit over here, shoot they shot, and I might literally sit there and just turn them down and be like, oh no, I'm good. I just came, I'm just chilling. I had a long day. I just wanted to really get out of the house, whatever. And let's be done with it. Don't come in, oh, you over here, you talking to all these niggas and you doing this, that, and the third. Sir, why? Why are we having this conversation? Because at the end of the day, that's not even really true. But if you treated the person that you say you want to talk to with the same face value that they treat you, you shouldn't have no insecurities. You should be like, yeah, I know she bad. Yeah, okay. But at the end of the night, guess what? She about to leave with me, or we going somewhere we gonna be booed up. Like, at the end of the day, you could be sitting over here buying her a drink, and you might order that drink for her. And if she really don't want it, she gonna order. Okay, look, let me tell y'all something. Okay, there is this one time that this guy was talking to me or whatever, and somebody I was talking to ended up walking, and they were there. So the guy was like, hey, do you want a drink or anything like that? By this time, I already had like 3 drinks, and I always pace myself. So I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, I was like, you know what? I was like, yeah, let me get a drink. So they were like, oh, okay, like, what are you drinking? And I know the person that I'm dating, I know what they drink. They drink Tito's and Sprite, Kettle One and Sprite. So I was like, yeah, can I get a Tito's and Sprite? They were like, oh yeah, that's, I'm gonna buy you a drink. Like, okay, blase, blase, blase. Like, okay, cool. I'm like, all right, thank you so much. So, I'm sitting there being nice, like, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. They're like, oh yeah, if you need anything, for the rest of the night, let me know, blah, blah, blah. I'm chilling with my homegirl. So he leaves. She's like, you don't even drink Tito's and Sprite. I said, I know. This is not even for me. She's like, what do you mean? I said, boo friend just walked in. Oh, he did? I was like, yeah, he walked in. Like, I saw him. I know he saw me because we locked eyes. So, I got him a drink. So what did I do? Walk right over there. The drink that I ordered from the other man, I gave it to him. I was like, here you go. Oh, you got me a drink? Yep, sure did. I got it from old dude. What? He asked me, did I want something to drink? So I gave it to you. Oh, thank you, blah, 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 blah. Now, if I do that, that should tell you that I'm really not trying to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really not trying to be on some sneaky stuff or anything like that. I just be chilling, you know, like I said. That should tell you, like, all right. This man then asked me, what's going on with you and such and such. I said, what are you talking about? Well, he was looking at you. Okay. I can't really control the way people look at me. Like, I can't really control that. But the last time I seen this person, they were trying to talk to me and I was kind of like, no, I can't really do that because you cool with such and such, and me and such, we be kicking it sometimes. So, you know, I can't really, you know, that's kind of wrong. They were like, okay, you know, oh, my bad. I'm sorry about that. It's like, yeah. But then a lot of people, when they realize who the person is that I'm talking to, oh, this is my child. The person that I'm talking to, you know, they're like, I'm trying to figure out why you talking to this person and blah, 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 blah. You know, sometimes men hate on the other man. And it's kind of like, why do you do that? But at the same time, females do the same thing. So it's like everybody sits here, talk trash about the other for whatever reason. Does it make any sense? No, it doesn't. Why are you sitting here hating on the next person? If it was meant to be, it will be. Don't make fetch happen. Okay, I stole that from Mean Girls if y'all don't even know. Don't make fetch happen. Like, fetch will happen if fetch is supposed to happen. But if it's not, then mosey on and go on about your little way. But, you know, anyways. But I don't really like that. And then it's like, oh, you be over here doing this, that, and the third. I really don't. I just look at it as I'm secure with the person that I am. Do I have insecurities? Yes, I do. I have insecurities about my skin. Like, I've struggled with it my whole entire life. Like, since I was in middle school, it was like really bad when I was in middle school. I don't know what the hell would happen. Like, sometimes I would eat stuff and my whole face would light up like a Christmas tree. Like, just bling, 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 like blinkers. It was just like, they were big and then, and then it was just seemed too much. So I always had an insecurity with that, and I never really knew how to deal with it, but I never put those insecurities off on anybody. I just kind of, you know, learn how to manage it or figure out, okay, my bad. I hate having boys. Why is there, you know what? Never mind. Just throw the whole shirt away. I hate having boys. No, I don't. I don't hate having boys. I love having boys. But they be doing team too much sometimes. And that shirt right there was team too much. Like, these clothes is clean. That ain't coming out because it's embedded in the seams. Y'all want to know what that was? A booger. I'm not gonna even try to figure out why, but that's what it was. But anyways, back to the story of what I was saying. So, what the hell was I just saying? I forgot. Oh, okay. I'm the type of person that I feel like, because I struggled and had body issues, like, when I say that all the way up until college, like, I literally thought that the only thing that I could attract in a man was like my body. So yeah, when I was in college, did I wear like some like raunchy shit? Because I was like real skinny. I had a cute little booty. It was a boot, not a booty. It was a booty. Like it was cute. It was a little nice little perky thing. And then I was playing sports. So I still had self-conscious insecurities. So I did. I just, if a dude talked to me, it was just like, oh, hey, what's up? Anyway, everybody got a whole phase, but, I went through like a little phase when I was in college because I was very much insecure. And I really thought at that moment in time, that's all I had to offer somebody. So then when I got older, and it wasn't even older, I was just, in my 20s, young and whatever. And I just got into trying to figure myself out and my personality. And I realized, like, at the end of the day, it shouldn't be about me worried, like, always offering or looking for, like, body compliments or the body per se. People will like you for your personality, for your brain, because I actually have one and I do know how to use it. But before, because I was so self-conscious, I didn't know. And so I never used it. I always, flaunted my body. But I don't know why I even did that. That was so dumb. But that's a real life story. That's really how I thought for like a long time in like when I got into college, was that a man or a guy would only like me for my body because I was insecure. And when I was younger, I used to put up with a lot of stuff just because I was insecure with the way that I looked, and I just wasn't happy. So anyways, now I'm an adult. Is this no. Now that I'm an adult, I look at it and realize, like, okay, Connie, I'm not an insecure person. Like, right now, do I feel insecure being on this camera with, like, no makeup on and all of that? No, I don't. Before, would I have ever done this? No, I would have went in there, tried to put makeup on, put some clothes on, not have this bandana on, and like been sitting in front of this camera looking cute, phone clothes, when in all actuality, I don't really look like that. Like, this is how I look when I'm in my house all the time, except for days that I actually really want to sit here and like put some makeup on and do whatever. So, with that being said, you know what? I'm probably going to have to make this a 2-part video because I just really feel like this is going to be long. Because, one time back in 2019, and this is when I really started realizing, well, before I started realizing, like, I need to just do things for myself and be myself, be who I am. Don't give a rat's butt about whatever anybody thinks or anything like that. Like, I literally, in 2019, I really started living in my truth, because the struggle for 2 years prior, 3 years prior than that, it was so real because I was going through so much stuff, like so much stuff. And if I'm gonna be real and be honest, like at one point in time, I was like homeless, just living in my car, living out of hotels, doing whatever. But at the end of the day, I was still getting up, going to work every day, doing what I had to do to make it to survive. Because at that moment in time, like, I had already had Jacob, but I was I was pregnant with Noah. Like, I had just found out I was pregnant when all that was going on. And it just was a really hard time for me. Like, it was horrible. Like, if you want to talk about God bringing you back and, like, putting you on your ass, that's what happened. Because that really does happen. Like, God will sit there and do that to you. Like, he literally took everything away from me. Like, everything. Car, shit, clothes, purses, like, when I say everything was going wrong at one point in time in my life, everything was going wrong. And it took me to go to a little visit. I'm not going to say where the little visit was, but it was a little visit. And I was in there for damn near 24 hours. And I had a whole come to Jesus moment. But like I said, I had just found out I was pregnant at this time. But I was just like, oh my God, what am I doing with my life? Like, why am I sitting here making these choices? Why did I make this choice? I should have done this. And I was like playing it out in my head. But for the longest time, I felt so guilty, and I was like always beating myself up. So then I fell into like a depression. And then one day I put my big girl panties on, and I had to brush the dirt off of my shoulder. And I found out some information back in 2019. I want to say it was like right before I was about to move into this apartment. And because I moved in March. So I moved in March 2019, and I started a new job at the same time, because at that point in time, like, I wasn't working because my old job had like completely downsized and fired. Like, well, we had a huge town hall meeting, and they let half of the office go. Like, they completely demolished the whole department and sent it off to India. Communism. Anyways, but I was at a place where, like, I was getting back to self and learning how to self-love and self-care and get back on all my shit. So in the process of doing that, like, you know, I didn't ventured off. I didn't move all the way across town, like, because I needed to get away from all of that oldness from 2019 to prior. I needed to get away from all of that. I moved all the way from DeSoto all the way out here to Plano with like a leap of faith and just like, God, we're gonna make this work, because I realized I couldn't depend on nobody but myself at the end of the day. So that's what I did. And I got out here. I started going on like, that's when I started like trying to learn the area and going on adventures and like figuring stuff out, and, you know, where kids stuff is and where can I do this and this, that, and the third. So everything that I wanted to do before I moved out here, I started doing it when I moved out here. So I was like, oh my God, I'm so proud of myself, you know. I ain't gonna lie, one time my child's father made a comment, you think you better than everybody because you got... And it never was me thinking that I was better than anybody. I just knew that I wanted better for myself. So that's what I did. I was just like, I want better for myself. I want to experience this. I want to do this. Like, that's all I'm trying to do, is I want to live life to the fullest, because I had been held back for so long by, anyway, adversities and people, because people don't want to let you be great, and they might be miserable within themselves, so they want to hold you back. And yeah, it was yeah. So 2019, you know, I did that. So then I like I said, I started dating. And I was dating this one particular person. And the only reason why I'm talking about this is because I realized My light and my energy and my personality is bright as hell. Shine bright like a diamond. Rihanna, okay? And when people see that you have the brightest light and it's natural, you don't look for anything, you're not trying to get anything, and you are just the most positive person. Like when you walk into the room, you own it. And I do. And I'm not saying this in the most conceited way ever. I'm just saying that I have learned to self-love myself, and I took the time out to date myself, and I still do that now. Do I fall into the traps of adversities and sometimes meet a whole bunch of frogs? Yes, but that is normal being a single woman here in the United States of America, and especially in Dallas, Texas, because y'all niggas is trash sometimes. But that's neither here nor there either. So anyways, so, I was learning how to do all of that. But then this person came, and if I tell y'all, they tried to snuff out my lights. They tried to snuff out my lights. I don't want you talking to this person. Why are you over here talking to this person? First of all, mofo, we all work together. You might see them in a break room. I don't have no beef with them. Why can't I talk to them? You beefing with somebody at work behind some work situation stuff, and I see them, I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? What you doing? Oh, nothing. I had a really good weekend, it was chill, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. On the other hand, here you come. Why you talking to him? I don't like him, and blah, 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 blah. That is a personal problem between you, him, and Jesus. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Why are you putting that negative energy on me so I don't talk to them? Because y'all are mad about some work accounts. That ain't got nothing to do with Connie King. So, no, I'm not about to do that. Then it got to the point where he was like sucking up all of my energy. Like he would come over to my house, and it was like he would suck up all the good oxygen, all the good energy, the laughs and giggles that I would have. I'm sitting here talking to my homegirls. I'm in my own house. Why am I walking outside of my own house to talk to my homegirls about whatever the hell I want to talk about? We are sitting here having girl chat. And just because somebody else is telling a story about something that didn't happen, or they went somewhere and did something, and I might, co-sign the hoish activity, does it necessarily mean I'm going to do it? No, maybe, depending on what it is, if I'm really going to be honest. But, oh my God. And then as soon as I get off the phone, oh my God, you want to have a whole argument about something I was talking about on the phone with three other I was trying to cuss. 3 other people. Okay? We are in a whole group chat FaceTime conversation. And you over here upset and mad about what somebody else said? Like, are you serious? When I come home from work, I'm supposed to get relaxed and feel tranquil and just let all of that go. But I got to argue with you at work. Then you come to my house and argue with me. Then you want to argue all night. Then you want to sit over here. And this was really started pissing me off. Because he would literally go to the mall. And one time, I think he did it twice. This mofo would come over here, come from the mall, come over here, get dressed, and then be like, oh yeah, I'm about to go chill and go hang out. Dude, did you really just come over my house to get dressed to go somewhere? And then on top of that, you didn't even invite me and ask me did I want to go? And I don't even have my children. Where the hell they do that at? And it's the weekend. Where they do that at? Oh, I'm just saying, I'm just out hanging with the fellas. And I ain't gotta be hanging out with y'all. Like, I just want to get out of the house. I just want to go. I can go. I meet people and make friends anywhere I go. Like, the fuck? But anyways, so, it got to that point, and then I was just like, I can't do this. And then I found out, okay, hobosexual, okay? A hobosexual. That is a person that portrays that they have a home to live at and stay. But in the long run, you find out that they don't. You want to know why? Because you keep looking at their keys and you see a car key, and then you see something that look like a diary key, like a little key that, it used to go to the diary when you unlock the little lock so nobody could read it. Unfortunately, again, I had one of those too, but I think my mom read that diary too. Anyways, like, she was always reading my diary, but whatever. So I'm like, but I was asking before, I'm like, so can we go to your house? Like, why you always gotta come to my house? Like, I just moved and they had to something broke, a pipe leaked, and blah 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 blah. Okay, I don't care about none of that. Like, I just want to see your house. Okay, well, we'll go next week. Oh, okay. Then next week come. So we going to your house? And I literally looked at him and was like, look, if you don't have a home, just say that. Just say you ain't got no house. And it was, I do got a home and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, whatever you say. I have to go off of your word, but I'm telling you right now, why you ain't got no house key on your keychain? Like, what's up? And you got the suitcase in your trunk. Again, like I said, I used to be homeless. I see the signs. I know the signs. Thank you. Have a good day. But the thing is, when I was going through my little situation, I wasn't over here trying to date nobody. You know what I was doing? Focused on work and getting to and from work and taking care of what I need to take care of. I did absolutely nothing that whole time. I did absolutely nothing. I would go to work, get off, go to sleep, or go wherever I was going. Like, because one point in time, I even lived with my best friend, Octavia. Shout out to my best friend, Octavia. I love her. JB was hella mad when she didn't know, and she damn near cussed me out. But anyways, we've grown from that. But, I told my friends that, and they're my best friends. I've been knowing them for 10 plus years. Like, so I was embarrassed. I didn't tell anybody. I think my aunt and my uncle just wanted to kill me at that moment in time when I finally told them. Like, when I say they were pissed off, they were just like, why the hell did you do that? And I was like, because I needed to get it out the mud for myself and figure it out for myself. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to die alone. And I got I have 2 responsible children to take care of. Like, I didn't tell anybody. I haven't told anybody this story until like last year or the year before. In 2019, I think that was around the first time that I started telling people that I had been homeless for like damn near a whole year. Yeah. But anyways, back to the insecurities. So, it got to a point where, like I said, his insecurities, he was trying to push up on me, because then I started realizing he had an issue, because your friends or whoever you hang out with, they can see from the outside looking in. I ain't even got to say nothing. They can see you ain't doing what you're supposed to do as a boyfriend, or, you sit here and say, oh, you do this, that, and the third, and you take care of this. But they see that you're not really taking care and treating me right. Like, you're like literally borderline treating me like trash. And I don't really like it. But they can see that. So then your friends try to intervene. They're like, hey, Connie, what's up? You know how y'all men do. You know, you see that small little window and you just creep on through. And that's exactly what they were doing. Like, they were creeping in and just like, you know, hey, you good? You know, you look really pretty today. You look very beautiful today. Because they started realizing, like, you aren't doing any of that. You're always complaining. You're a walking complaint box because that's all you do is complain. So obviously you can tell that her, I mean, when I say this man tried to do something, my whole demeanor was changing in the workplace. Like, it got to a point one time that man messed up and made me feel some type of way so bad. Like, I think one point in time, like, I did not give two shits about how I was looking at work. Like, it got to a point where sometimes I didn't even care. I didn't put in effort. I didn't do anything. I would just be like, yeah, okay, whatever. And when that started happening, I had to take a step back and realize and be like, what the hell? Like, Connie, you didn't survive this. You didn't survive that. You didn't survive this. Why are you going to let this little hobosexual, okay, me and my friends came up with that word. Why are you going to sit here and let this little hobosexual come up in here and destroy your joy and what you got going on? How dare you? You worked too hard to get to the place where you are at now. Why would you do that? So then I had to realize, and I was just like,